Ladies and Germans, how are you all doing? This is Colin Ulrich.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And guys, today is, and ladies, is some more of the Steel Division League that we've got going on. Rang, we are on Odon, so how about you tell us about the players and a little bit about this league again?
Okay, so on the left hand side in blue, we have Boda121 as Le French. And on the right hand side, we have Walther as the 91st Laughlander Division. Steel Division League is the league that's going to be going on for 12 weeks. It's pretty much like a standard Premiership stuff with points and a leaderboard. This is from the North American bracket. And yeah, we got Boda121 and Walther squaring it off. And also, this is recorded before the DLC hits, so gameplay balance has probably changed since, well, this has been recorded.
That is certainly true. I guess we may not see too much notice on that because of the French.
Mm-hmm.
But 91st Luftland, I didn't realize there was going to be that many more changes coming their way either. Have you heard
Yeah,
anything?
no, not really. It's really just like probably. Well, we don't really know what's going to be
Slight
happening.
tweaks, I imagine,
Yeah,
but
but probably like vehicles and just they're probably going to rework the crit system a little bit. But I don't know. I'm speaking from the past. Hopefully, the future people watching this right now are much more informed. But right now in the present, as we can see, we got ourselves. Yeah, both sides are going to be playing pretty heavy for the town. It's going to be a bit tough for the French as they're not as infantry focused. And Feldjägers just they are the perfect counter against Nreve, and not much in terms of armor for the French.
well,
It's pretty infantry heavy. Just one
let's forget
Greyhound.
that. How about the fact that there's 4 machine guns coming in?
For the French,
Yeah.
I swear to God, is that going to be like 450? No, you can't get. Is that
Yeah,
going to be
he's
450
he's
cals?
sticking 50 cals everywhere. He's going to lock down the southern side
Yeah.
with a light infantry presence and a lot of machine guns. Where's the other one
There
going?
may be 1919s, but I'm guessing we're going to have to see. But very ballsy doing this heavy infantry play. Yeah, okay, they're
762s.
1919s.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I've just usually for the French you see some crazy tank rush with Wolverine or nonsense, but it's just gonna be fighting infantry with infantry and like fight support.
Even more interesting to me right now is we're seeing F-Slash trooping coming on now as
Hmm.
opposed to any kind of Fallschirmjägers.
Oh wow, yeah, it's definitely a choice. He's okay. He's got some Feldjägers being brought in
No,
up
those are
north.
the Flammenwerfers.
Oh okay,
This is so strange. This is a very non-standard beginning to every game
yeah.
here.
He is breaking through a little bit water north of the town here with
Mm-hmm.
some infantry. Getting the flamethrower troops,
Okay,
good
there goes
idea
some.
to try and cover out forest. And down south, both sides being pretty passive. Just 1919s defending the area, and a Russian artillery gun, well, shooting stuff.
What's more amusing to me at the same time is that pop gun up north of Pack 36, door knocking away, taking out a
Hmm.
half track. And it, well, ooh, and Fallschirmjäger up there, just sitting indefinitely, waiting for someone to come close.
Oh yeah, that's a good spot, especially if the French was to half track rush. Good Panzer track positioning is always a good counter.
Indeed. And both guys wanted to light a fire in the other side's heart, bringing in some more flamethrowers immediately are the French.
Hmm.
And the Germans have matched them just fine. In fact, they're moving rather sedately towards each other. It's rather adorable.
Yeah, it's it's pretty funny, and I'm just still very interested about this like whole heavy A phase French infantry play because I think once you get to B and C that they're gonna run out pretty fast.
Especially considering how heavy he's investing in it, yeah.
Exactly, and just card rise and just investment rise. I mean, he's bringing them all out right at the start. So hopefully, Boda can capture his town because he needs to capture it so he can play in the open field later on with his American toy tanks.
That is true, and nothing is more hopeful, I would think, for the French than playing the field.
Mm-hmm.
They are romantic people.
Yeah.
Well, cannon firing to the south, nothing too surprising there, trying to take that out, but I'm finally seeing some real tanks come onto the field.
Yeah.
I'd say real tanks rather tongue-in-cheek, though.
We got a Stuart being brought out from the French.
Mm-hmm.
And really, all he needs is just that light armor. No, I can't understand why don't you get in the Wolverine early on, as there's not really anything heavy that you have to worry about against Laughlander, even in general. So just
Mm-hmm.
Greyhounds and Wolverines is just going to be more than enough for that cheap fire support role.
Help me out again. So the French flamethrowers, how much do they cost?
Uh, 30 points. The
Well, he just
Pioneers.
donated one to that Fallschirmjäger just to the north of the town. It's very
Oh,
kind of him.
that's a pretty generous donation to the German war effort. You know,
Yeah,
it's like a
that's for
reverse
darn
war
sure.
bond.
Oh, Flammenwerfer was coming on out, and a 39H being brought on in. That's surprising.
Oh yeah, just I guess they just need some sort of armor to deal with these half tracks and like vehicles in the middle, because yeah, the HTs and the WC-52s with their machine guns are really wrecking face.
What's even more amusing to me is that he's using this Vierkanone Nodendreizig as an anti-tank position.
Yeah, when
Not
shit
even
hits
one
the
in
fan,
Rome.
you just gotta use your artillery guns as AT, and it's actually a pretty good AT gun because it is a ZIS free.
Yep, Zis guns are
Yeah.
stunningly good, although the accuracy is pretty garbage.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's pretty average, but
Average? That's very generous of you.
it's 5 accuracy is pretty standard, you know. That's a 5 out of 10.
That's true. That's true. But if if this is a Tinder profile, that's the guy you never call.
Where it's all about the stars.
Oh yes, star power indeed. All the machine guns are gone or out of position, desperately so. It looks like Führer Ulig might go on down, which would be a shame because usually he seems to survive really
Yeah.
quite well.
Yo, fortunately the Voltigeurs are pinned down, so not gonna be able to actually get any more shots on Ulig. And I guess for narrative purpose, let's just say Ulig's the last one alive in that squad.
Very Private Ryan of you.
Yeah.
Now the Pioneers do pay for themselves. A second squad that came on and they just blow through the front line, take that artillery piece.
I see. You're gonna be out of flamethrowers, but they already done their job, so pretty
Exactly.
good. Pretty
Exactly.
good.
Going from the north half track. And strangely enough, we see a Spitfire here. That's weird.
I think it's a good play because it can just ground strafe the AT guns and other important threats for a nice cheap price of 125 points.
That's true, I suppose. And I guess that it is in anticipation of the investment by the Germans in their own air force.
It's not a Hurricane, unfortunately, because funnily enough, the Hurricane actually has more firepower. Yeah, and that Spitfire, but still, it's enough to just deal with the Pak-36s and whatnot.
Replacement artillery piece comes in for the Germans. And help me out real quick. And maybe this is a question for Williams, but wasn't the Hurricane a later plane than the Spitfire?
It was an earlier model.
Really? I kind of thought
It's actually worse than the Spitfire. It wasn't as good as dogfighting, but during the Battle of Britain and the early war,
Oh,
we
you're
we didn't really have many Spitfires available. As more of newer craft, and then we're still using Hurricanes. So it was a little bit out of date, but it did fairly decent for the early war period. And that's why the Polish have it, because the RAF didn't really want to use them anymore for air pilots, so they thought, hey, why not just give the Polish their outdated equipment? Better than having nothing.
And when you say that they don't want to use them anymore, you mean the Poles, right? Not the Hurricanes. They wanted those.
Yeah, because that was all they really got.
I meant the Brits here, but that's fair.
Yeah.
Poor jokes.
Yeah.
Anyway, 5347, 195 to 28, and that town might be going back over to the Germans. This has been.
I know the Fouch. If he can just get some more SS trooping and try to rush in. I mean, the Fouchjägers at long range, as you can see, are doing a pretty good job. But the Northern Fouchjäger squad is getting pinned down by mortars and a 50 cal. So it's really going to come down to the Southern Fouchjäger. And I think he could take back that town. You got to realize, Walther, he can play the attrition game when it comes to infantry, especially when it comes to SS trooping. So yeah, even if he takes it now, if he takes it in 10 minutes, he's gonna get the town, I think, eventually, unless Boda can really make an aggressive play somewhere else to draw fire, or just bring enough tanks to try and just break through the other side of the town and play in the open field.
Well, and even more so than that, I mean, the Odon is not exactly a town that's made for mechanized movement here. There's way too many just choke points and just opportunities, as this charging Nueve squad's about to find out. Flammenwerfer by himself could pretty much take this.
Exactly. And, is he? I think he must have been close enough. That's a shame.
I think so, but
Yeah.
maybe
I think
not.
it's just like 10 or 20 meters, just a hair's hair's length. You know, very long hair if it's 10 or 20 meters, to be fair.
Like Bugs Bunny long kind of hair?
Yeah,
or
like,
kind of hair?
like, just, I think it'd be a very long hair. I don't know where animal it's come from, but like a 10 meter, 20 meter long hair. I think you have to get it from like Rapunzel or something, to be honest.
Got you.
I know, it's a hairy situation, all in all.
Maybe we should cut that for right now and stitch it back together later. So, in the meantime, we are almost at the Phase B. That Spitfire is back for some more, and he's going to go after, looks like, that anti-tank position.
Yep.
But, okay, and I get what the utility of it is, but using a Spitfire to strafe a Pak-36 is, to, you know, paraphrase Confucius, using a cannon to kill a mosquito.
Yeah, but, you know, eventually it kill it. And those Pak-36s, I know you find them rather underwhelming, but they're pretty deadly anti-tank threat. They don't have the highest AP, for sure. It's the worst AP of every single anti-tank gun. But it shoots at 15 rounds a minute. And when it's all this just very light armor that the French can bring out, they're pretty scary to fight.
Well, I think what I want more to see is just having those, the Poopchins getting close enough to use that Stiergranate ammo, the 20 armor pen. That's what I want to see them use. I don't think I've ever seen those get used.
Yeah, that's third Faultjäger.
Check the Pak-36.
Pak-30? Oh, yeah, thing! I thought you meant like the Poopchin, like the literal Poopchin unit.
No, I mean that huge
I forget.
thing.
Yeah, it also has. Yeah, you're right. Because I've never seen it. I've used it like once or twice in my entire Steel Division career. And that's it.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, oh wait, is this MU-109 gonna go down being chased machine gun fire constantly? Yep,
Damn.
there he is.
And that Spitfire only had like 90 shots left.
And that's what I was wanting to see if he could make it out alive, but that.
Nope. That's a shame. That's a shame.
But it is still in Walter's favor here.
Yeah.
If you want to call him Walther, I don't know why, but
yeah.
It is Walter's favor still.
Yeah, I just want to call him like Walter PPK.
Exactly. Well, I think we both know why I want to call him that, why you want to call him that, but...
Yeah. Really, I mean, it's the end of A phase. It's just downhill from now for the French. And Walter already has a pretty good point lead. So, he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good.
Well, he's bringing in a Martyr 2. An ungainly beast, to be sure, but that's going to be more than enough to take out this Stuart and that whole M8 that's up to the north as well.
Exactly. It's that long range, it can easily kill him. And also the Mortar 2 has a pretty high fire rate for, you know, an anti-tank gun. 8 rounds a minute.
And great distance for that matter too.
Exactly. Just not really pretty up close. That's the main problem with the Mortar 2.
He's a CFFA, right?
Yeah, you know.
Shoot from far away.
True. Very true.
Alright, in the meantime, anything else really stunning happening? Well, that Flak 36 is now slowly going to make its way to the front lines.
Very
French
slowly.
infantry, yeah, kind of plodding a little bit.
Yeah.
Shockingly enough, Ulig is still alive to lead his troops to the bottom.
And it's a good defensive position down bottom, as it is a choke point. The French try to go through the south here, they get panzer-striked. If they try to go into the field, well, there's a lot of German infantry on the other side. And Ersatz trooping, I mean, they do have one submachine gun. It's better than no submachine guns, so there we go.
Well, they still have a very healthy squad of Fallschirmjägers there as well.
Exactly, and those Faultjägers have a pretty good line on the entire tree line, so, you know, just get
murder anything that comes through.
Exactly. And the French are probably going to be hurting a little bit in infantry around this point.
Well, Flammenwerfers are moving on in right next to that church.
Burn, baby, burn.
Turning that into a pure vision of hell there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's some holy fire.
Yikes.
Yeah. And he's going to be intercepting a spice troop. Tries to run away. The Flammenwerfer has other plans. I don't think so. And, here we go.
Escapes again. And now, okay, now this is definitely Canada kill a mosquito. We're putting a Spitfire after him.
Okay, you never
Two Spitfires!
You never... Okay, finally killed it, but, like, usually it's not really a good idea to do that, but if it's only one man, you know, I can see the reason why.
Okay, when you have to rationalize it, though, to say, alright, I'm going to spend essentially what it amounts to 3 or 4 minutes of flight time just to kill one guy. Does that really make sense?
Well, he's also using it to kill other stuff right now.
Sure. I guess that's fair. And the French are actually gearing up for an assault in the south. They're just waiting on one more squad of infantry. Still don't think it's a great idea.
No, if he was to do this, he'd kind of want artillery, and he doesn't have that. I mean, he has infantry, but I think it's going to be a little bit tough breaking through that hedge line, to be honest. Probably going to be a bit more 50-50, but I guess we're going to have to see.
Well, the air such trooping are right next to that tree line. The Fallschirmjägers are right next to that tree line. The Shreks are right next to that tree line. Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Yep, I mean that Stuart is fortunately just a little bit out of range of that Panda Shrek. So
ME-109 gets revenge.
Oh, there we go.
And then, okay, Spitfire coming on in to drop bombs, and this might really hurt.
Oof.
Yes, it does.
Damn, you shouldn't have put his AA right next to your artillery piece. But at least that one survived. He didn't lose both units entirely.
And the French are moving in as if there was absolutely nothing to fear but fear itself. No, boys, no.
Okay, he spots it, and Vodagears, they're not going to have a good time. They're not CQC specialists. The M5 half track is going to help out. The
But they're being
Vodagears...
devastated.
Damn. Uligal died, but...
And shockingly enough, the Shrek didn't quite hit. Is he going to get another one off in time?
I don't think so.
Aligning. The stars were aligning.
Nope. Nope.
But now the Flak 36 is firing at it, so he's going to be very distracting. And the Fusiliers are coming in too, so...
Yeah, there he goes.
Oh no, all he's do is get it to fall back.
There we go.
That's a victory right there. Airsoft troop and move on in, and that's going to be a surrender.
That's going to be a surrender. No, the command unit's nearby. It's not going to surrender, Khan. The other
Fusiliers though.
They have grenades. Holy crap, will you actually get a grenade kill? Nope. It misses. You think the magnets would do something.
Quite strong enough. You know, he's going to fall back, and still, these guys can get super, super close, and he's got nowhere else to run.
Exactly. Unfortunately, the Ursach and Fallschirmjäger's men to clear up here showed, and they are going to be coming in to deal with the Vodagears. And I think the
second grenade?
Come on. I mean, he's literally cornered. If they can't kill this...
They don't deserve to kill it, then.
Exactly. Bloody-exactly.
There we go. That was a heck of a toss, but well done. Meanwhile, to the north, Spitfire coming back in. I was surprised to see that we're having tons and tons of air investment by the French. The Germans not doing the same, even remotely.
Yeah, I guess it is pretty funny considering Germans is, like the air division deck, essentially. But Boden's been doing pretty well with the Spitfires, to be honest. He's been managing to pick off just the odd unit here and there without taking too much in terms of casualty. But now Walther is bringing out the 37 mils, so it's really going to stop his air dominance for now. And I'm also thinking because, maybe he doesn't want to be playing too tank heavy on a map like this. He's just investing his airplanes, or investing his points in airplanes instead, just to try and deal with infantry.
True.
Yeah. But nonetheless, Walther, he still has that +1 point advantage. He holds the south pretty much completely.
And he finished the north, too, for the matter.
He hasn't managed to recapture the town, but he holds the other half at least. And the French aren't going to be making any plays out of it anytime soon.
Well, and this mortar is sprinting after this M10. Up to the way north. So the mortar 2. There's a second mortar 2 moving in as well. So, doubling on down. And I don't think there's nothing up there to take that. So if they take out this M10, the entire north is theirs.
Yeah, and like...
No! Shoot! Stop and shoot! Stop and shoot!
No! Oh god. I mean, he's in bloody 50 cal range.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, Spitfire, mate. No. Oh, that smoke was a bit late, yeah, but A for effort.
D for effect. ME-109 coming on in, there it goes.
Here it goes.
And that's the thing though, so no other Spitfires in the area because he's been strafing the odd infantry unit every now and again.
Fair point, good point. He also doesn't have any AA either.
He's got one Bofors on the back of the GMC. That's it.
Fair points. Just wasn't in the vicinity.
But now look, okay, so if you look at the northern side, I see the Germans should be moving up to that forest tree line, which I think is exactly Fallschirmjägers and Ersatztruppen are doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And this Martyr cannot quite see that Jeep that's coming forward.
Yeah, but I think the Fallschirmjäger is going to be able to spot it at least.
Well, the 57 mil can see him.
Yeah. That's not good. But he has another mortar, yeah.
True. True, but I don't really want to die for the cause if I don't have to.
Understand.
Shrek, in the meantime, kills and pins an entire sapper squad with one Shrek. And they have no more Shreks to give.
No.
Oh, jeez.
That's a good problem, once again, using all your Panda Shreks. That means you've been a busy boy.
True.
Yeah.
Very, very true. And now 2 Martyrs shelling this anti-tank position. That's embarrassing. Calling the anti-tank and having basically tanks kill it anyway.
And it's just like mortar 2s on an open field, as we remember from the Euro Cup tournament. Deadly. Just it's so funny how deadly they are, because it makes Loftlander such like a really good deck in open maps, because you can just spam them like crazy for cheap.
I also have to call out that the Spitfire that's going to go down, most of the damage was done by ground attack.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets him just barely before he has to force to fall back himself.
That veterancy helped out Messerschmitt quite a bit, yeah.
Another Spitfire coming on in, looking to reduce this. Okay. Do you want to go to +2 at 25 minutes?
Sure.
Okay. Because we have a +2 right now happening for the Axis, and this Spitfire is just not able to do a whole lot. He drops his bombs, he retreats, he drops his bombs, he retreats.
And, yeah, the French have really just run out of steam. Rich, you know, it is pretty much sea phase right now. And Boda pretty much just tried to play a war of aggression, an act of aggression, you could say, against, or attrition. God damn it, I meant to say attrition. But nonetheless, he tried to play a war of attrition, an act of attrition, against Walther. And you don't play a war of attrition with against 91st Loftlander.
Not infantry, anyway.
Especially not infantry. Even tanks, everything, Loftlander can just outlast you for the entirety of the match. And Walther's, I mean, just look at unit rise on the map. Walther has much more on the field than Boda does. And Boda, he's really hurting infantry at this point, I'd say. Bringing up some Shappers to try and clear the town. But obviously, I think he's pretty much just going to be out of proper infantry squads. And there we go, Ju-88 strike. Just
and there goes any small bits of material that they did have.
Yeah.
Now the Abusier, where's he shooting? Not anything worthwhile. Abusier's the M433.
the M4. Okay.
Takes out the Shrek squad, but that guy had no rounds left anyway. He had 100 rounds of MP40 ammo, and that was it. So.
Yeah. And the Pioneers, I don't be able to make any real aggression into the town, but that's not really a huge deal at this point.
Cheeky charge by this half-track will get a couple of surrenders here, but no big deal there. The 396 is in here now, too.
And really kill the half-track? No, no.
A surrender is as good as that, though, I think, for the moment.
Yeah.
Stroke 42 coming in as well. And an off-map already might be the case. The M4A2 155s.
Don't think it's going to be enough to really get the victory, as Walther is making banging progress down south now with his 3-star Thug.
The 396, I also want to make a quick call out. He was fighting at the anti-air in the first place, so to try to get away from the anti-air, he moves the guy forwards and then gets taken out by the next shot by the arty, so well done. And that ME-109, he's got at least 3 kills. Does he have 4? No?
Oh, I guess we have to see at history.
Indeed, indeed.
And, yeah, just Boda's out of steam. This is the problem playing French. And damn, that 122mm mortar artillery piece killed the Bofors.
Oh, the second one? He did the second time again?
Yeah, did it again.
So both those burning pyres are both the anti-air guys. That's nothing really going on for the French.
And yeah, the French pretty much completely out of units. And this will be a good game. The B3 coming in to kill the off-map.
And Boda doesn't even allow him to do that.
And does it actually kill at the end? No, it doesn't. God damn it.
But the KDs, it speaks volumes.
Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. And let's see what that Messerschmitt did. Okay, it managed to get 4 planes con.
Nice.
That's
nice.
pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
Martyr 2 above that, doing very well for himself as well.
Damn.
396.
Really well.
Yep, you're right. Got both of those Bofors.
Damn. Just really good trades, yeah, essentially. With just of Laughlander in general. Very, very efficient 1v1 deck, surprisingly. Still surprised me to this day. And Walther just out attrition Boda. Pretty simple.
Proving that an unstoppable force can meet an immovable object.
Yeah. Especially when the unstoppable force stops working after 15 minutes.
True. I guess what I was trying to say is that a Boda will gather some moss after a while. But bad jokes aside, well done to Walther.
Yep.
Could have been better by Boda, but you know what? He's playing the game. I'm not, so I can't be too critical here.
Exactly. It's different when you're in the hot seat.
Very true. And we'll be getting more of that hot seat action pretty soon, won't we, Ryan?
Exactly. We're getting even more Steel Division League coverage soon.
So, with that, I think we're going to tap out for right now, folks. You all have a great day. This is Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.